Hey y'all, and welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I'm going to do this reading on Lilly and Jack Sullivan. They are from Nova Scotia, Canada, and they were last seen on May 2nd, 2025, and their mom reported them missing. I'm not sure if their stepdad reported them missing also, or just their mom. Lilly is 6 and Jack is 4. The Magician. So the Magician is being in control of a situation, of your whole environment. The Magician can also come in as a trickster, as in tricking somebody, as making you think one thing and you see in another, or making you see one thing but it's really another. So this could be somebody that's very you need to watch their words, listen to what they're saying, because there's a lot of meaning in what they're saying, but they're trying to trick you with different wordplay, and they're adding a lot of things in there that doesn't need to be added. So this for me with the Magician here, this is a trickster. They're trying to they're telling you something, but you're seeing something different because they're trying to get you to do that. Temperance. It's about balance. They're trying to balance out what they think you need to hear versus what's really going on. So this is about balancing it out, and they're just really trying to trick people, I believe. They're saying one thing and totally meaning another, but they're hoping you're not catching it. The Sun. So the Sun is here. This is a new beginning. So I don't know if there was, like a new beginning for somebody, or they were hoping for a new beginning, and this might have caused some type of reason why Lilly and Jack went missing. There could have been a new beginning they were seeing without children, or this can also represent a new child in the family, a new start. This can also represent the things that are hidden, like over here with the Magician, will be seen. They will come to light. So the truth will come to light. The Devil. So the Devil is about, it can be bad choices, bad decisions. It can be an addiction. It can be, really it is about bad choices and bad decisions. You see how they're sitting here at this party and they're looking around and everything is chaos. So it's like, we made a bad decision. We shouldn't have come here, that kind of thing. But I also feel like there was chaos around all the time. Like it was just like a swinging door. Like people were always there. There was like always something going on. It was just chaotic around there. I feel like it was too chaotic for two children to be brought up in. Just feel like it was busy around there. I also do feel the addiction was there, and that caused a lot of the chaos and the commotion. I'm just hearing it was just too much. It was too much. And I'm hearing a little noise being made, like a clicking noise, maybe a throat noise. I feel like Lilly makes it. When this chaos is around her like this, I feel like she makes a noise. Like, I can't really describe it. And it may not be heard. She may not be really loud with it. It may just be a low one for her. I think think maybe she's told to stop making that noise, but for the most part, I feel like she did it anyway. Like it soothed her. Seven of Cups. So this is about choices and decisions. You see there's all kinds of drawers or doors she can pick and choose. Some of them look a lot better than they are. They're illusions. They're just made to look good. But when you make that decision, it really wasn't a good one. So I do feel like there were other choices that could have been made versus the one that was made. I feel like they thought there was something, they were going to receive something or get something, or something was going to happen that was going to be good for them, but I think they found out it wasn't going to happen. It was an illusion. And that changed their course of what happened. Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about boredom. Things aren't working out how you want to. You've lost, you see the turtle, he's sitting there and he's got three cups floating there and away, and he's just concentrating on what he's lost and what he can't have and what he don't have. And he's not concentrating on the little dolphin behind him who has a cup. Hey, I got a cup for you. I've got a new start for you. You know what I mean? So he's not really concentrating. Now you can see it. He's not really concentrating on that. He's concentrating on what he's lost and what he don't have. So I feel like there was a loss there, and there was too much concentration on what I've lost, what I can't have versus what I could have. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is money. This is someone who has money. This can also be like a money transaction, a material transaction. The King of Pentacles is normally someone who enjoys money, likes making money, likes spending money, likes investing money. But this could be somebody that is expecting money. Like the King of Pentacles expects money. He expects everything he touches to make money. So there could be, with the King of Pentacles coming up in here, there could be money involved in this. It could be somebody in their 40s or 50s that was either expecting money or was going to give money. But I feel like there's money somewhere along the way here. And this could be like in their 40s and 50s, this person could be. So maybe they owed money to someone, or they were expecting to get money from someone and they didn't. And it made the course of things change. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is like standing your ground. It's like a wounded warrior. It's like, somebody that's put all these things behind them, and they're still here standing their ground. They're still working and going toward a goal. So with the Nine of Wands here, and then the Ten of Wands next, which is the ending of something, or it's like the end of burden or the end of something. It's with the Nine of Wands being here, it's like somebody that was constantly working to get money, and then they were like getting it taken away from them, or they weren't getting ahead or something like that. Something was always causing them not to be able to make the money they wanted to, or get the money they wanted to. Five of Swords. So yeah, the Five of Swords. So this is normally an argument. a conflict. This is something like a defeat of some sort. So this is like you won and you accomplished what you wanted, but at what cost did you accomplish that? Like you got what you wanted, but now was it worth it? So I feel like there's somebody there that's thinking that now. They're like, well, I got what I wanted, but now it wasn't, I don't know that it was worth what I went through and what the results were, because you see now she has the Three of Swords in her hand and the two are laying down, which for me is the Three of Swords represent heartbreak, defeat, deception, and the Two of Swords on the ground that are crossed, that's like they are at a crossroads. Their heart and mind isn't matching. So they are now, they're defeated, and they're defeated, and their heart and mind doesn't match, and it's not what they thought. They thought they would be happier, or they thought that it would be better, but it's not. So the Empress. So my question was, who is responsible for the disappearance of Lilly and Jack? The Empress is the mother figure. It is, it could be the mother, it can be the mother figure. This is someone that obviously they look up to, that nurtures them, that takes care of them. So, this person is, in my opinion, and what I'm getting from my cards, because it's what I'm picking up, this person is responsible for the disappearance of the two children. Allegedly. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is, there we go, you can see that better. The Hanged Man is taking time out, looking at things from a different perspective, reflecting on things. So what the Hanged Man could mean is someone, law enforcement, the people that are whoever is in law enforcement that is looking into their disappearance, they've looked at it in several different avenues. They've looked outside the box. They've had an open perspective. You know, they've seen things from a different position and a different light. You see, he's hanging upside down with that in his hand, so he's looking at stuff differently. He's seeing the whole picture. So I think they've taken time to do that. I think they've looked at the whole picture. Law enforcement has. And I believe they're on to what has happened to Lilly and Jack. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is legal. This is legal. This could be a counselor. This can be an advisor. The Hierophant can be going to court for something. Lawyer. Anything in the legal field. But it can be a counselor. It can be somebody that you sit and talk to. Or a counsel, like, a lawyer. So there could be something coming up soon where the legal system is going to step in and someone's going to need counsel, going to need a lawyer. This can also mean they're getting advice from a lawyer already. So the Hierophant being here is a very good card for the legal side. Page of Swords. So this is going to be, the Page of Swords is normally like they're nosy. I'm just going to put it out there. This is a nosy person, the Page of Swords. They are always looking for information. They're always searching. They can be a little spy. So this could be somebody that is getting information or talking to one of the parents or the people around the parents and getting information that could help law enforcement. The Page of Swords can be that type of person that doesn't really know what to do with the information, or they get overexcited and they're inexperienced with it. So they may talk a lot. So they may run their mouth a little. But this can also be somebody that is searching for information, a spy. They can literally be a spy. They can be kind of lurking around and getting information, but on for a good reason. They're trying to help law enforcement. But this is usually, with the Page of Swords, is somebody that's inexperienced, and they're just kind of heading into it with the excitement of helping and not really sure how to do it. So they could be doing it not as stealthy as they could be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the Ten of Cups is family, happiness, joy. I don't know if there's any, if Lilly and Jack has more family than their mom, like grandparents or aunts and uncles. But it's also, the Ten of Cups is also here, usually is everything's fulfilled, happy, joy, family. But I feel like this person is telling people that it wasn't like a real joyful, happy family. Like it wasn't, it wasn't always happiness and joy there. It wasn't like a fulfilled, happy family. I feel like it's one of the Ten of Cups is here. Like I don't even know that it, some people say, well, they looked so happy. I don't even think, I think that was it a little bit, like they looked so happy, but I think people around them knew different. Like they might have looked happy on other things, like on social media, or when they were like in town at the store or something, they might have looked like that, but I think the people around them really knew that they were not. So the Hermit. The Hermit is like staying within yourself, taking time for yourself, self-reflecting, healing, self-healing. It's very ironic how the little girl is waving bye to him on a horse. It's kind of like, see you later, that kind of thing. Like you're leaving me behind. You're on your horse and you're leaving me behind. I do think they are near their home. I don't think they're that far away from their home. So I do think they're in the woods. and you've got 2 horses here, so they could, they could be as easy as, not as easy as finding them, but it could be like horseback. They may need to be on horseback, because it may not be where they could take vehicles, so they may need to be on horseback or on 4-wheelers or something like that. And I do feel like they're near water. Too many. We got another horse here also. I don't think it's going to be a really long time before they find them, in my opinion. I kind of think they were like put there quickly, but Six of Swords. So I do think they're near water. I do think they're near water. I don't think they're that far away. I do feel it's wooded and it's near water. I feel like there's a bridge maybe somewhere along the way. Not like a great big bridge. Nothing like that. Like, like a back, well, I would call it a backcountry road bridge, but I'm not sure if they would consider that in Canada. 3 of Pentacles. So I would like to say that this wasn't planned, but the 3 of Pentacles is planning, working together, making a plan, and then carrying it out. So being 3 of Pentacles, I feel like this might have been planned. I could be wrong. So the 6 of Cups is nostalgia, looking back, like good memories, fond memories. This could be, mom looking back with fond memories. It could be stepdad looking back with fond memories, remembering things. It could be family members. This can also be somebody that's very childlike. Like, they act very childlike. They're can be grown, but they're a child at heart. And I think this person is upset of about Jack and Lily being missing. But I feel like they're very childlike, very childlike acting also. Oh, put it right here. So judgment is how we see ourselves and the things that we've done. It can be how people see you, but I feel like somebody is worried about how people see them. They're worried about their reputation. They're worried about how people are viewing them. And they're really concentrating on that instead of on finding Jack and Lily. I hope that Jack and Lily are found and they're well. I don't know what Lily had on when she went missing. I don't know if they said. I feel like there's a pink or a white long nightgown, maybe, that she might have had on. And I feel like little Jack had a pull-up and a shirt. I don't feel like he had pants on or shorts or anything of that nature. I don't know if I see a little doll. I don't know if Lily had a doll that she liked specifically. I see a little doll with blonde hair. But I don't think this is going to be a long drawn out thing, especially like poor Summer Moon, Utah Wells, and Sebastian Rogers. I don't think this case is going to take that long. I do feel justice for Lily and Jack. I do feel law enforcement has something that they're keeping close to the vest, which is good because I can understand that. I do feel like there's somebody that is trying to help law enforcement with information. And I feel like somebody's very worried about how they look out, how they're looking in the public eye. But I do feel the female presence in around them is responsible. I really feel one person is responsible, but I feel two other people know. And then I go back to, two people are responsible, but three people know. I think there's one main person, and maybe two other people that know. He kind of gets mixed feelings about that. Like one is responsible, but the other helped. But this is just my opinion. This is just how I feel. I personally hope that I hear that Jack and Lily are found safe and sound. I do hope that happens. Keep prayers going up for them to be found. But I think that they are close to home in the woods, but I think there's water near, maybe a bridge, maybe a small one. But I do think that law enforcement needs to look closer to home as far as who done this also. And I think they're ahead of that. I think they know what they're doing. I don't feel anything with law enforcement that says that they're not working really hard and diligently on it and doing a great job. So thank you for watching. Let's keep praying that these babies are found. And yeah, thanks.